everybody, this is Laura. This is my channel Honey in the Stitches, where I talk about my sewing things. In today's video I am tackling the 5 questions, 1 take tag. I was very fortunate and surprised to be tagged in this. I've never been tagged in anything, so thank you so much, Candy from Cotton by Candy. She lives in Osaka, Japan, and she has like a very kawaii, cutesy, purple hair, cool girl style that I am just like. Anyways, so this tag was started by Anne So On, also a great person to look into. I put both links below, and I'm just gonna jump right into the questions because after all, there are only 5. How hard could it be? So the first one, if you were given a paid sabbatical to spend a year living anywhere in the world, where would it be and why? And I would choose somewhere in New England, like either, my favorite places in New England right now, are Providence, Rhode Island, because it is a beach town, but it's like a Victorian beach town. It has all of these very old houses, and they're like these pastel colors, and it just looks beautiful. And like there are clams, and I freaking love seafood, and that's like definitely one of my favorite places I've ever been. And I would live there for a year, 2 years, all time. It would happen. I wouldn't choose New York, but New York is a hop, skip, and a jump away, so that's kind of a pro for living in Providence. I would love that. Question 2, who was your favorite teacher growing up and how did they influence you? When I was a senior in high school, I was 17 and I was frankly a piece of shit, and I didn't do any of my assignments, and I failed everything basically on purpose because I was like, I'm just not part of this system. Like you can't break me. And this teacher, I was in a fashion design class, which I was very passionate about. And I was like learning everything, like devouring the books and every little video that she would show in class, and really just like eating up every lecture, but I wouldn't do anything. She would assign a certain dress to kind of prove that you knew how to put a pattern together, and I just didn't. And I didn't tell her this, but I went home and I sewed a different dress pattern, and I didn't ask for credit on it, which I should have. But she flunked me, and she doesn't know the influence she had on me. I mean, we'll run into each other every now and then. I mean, it's San Antonio is the biggest small town in the world, but it really influenced how to motivate myself and what really drives me. And also, she didn't give me any shit. She actually failed me because I totally deserved it. Like, what was I doing? Whatever. And anyway, so yeah. Question 3 is, name 3 things besides sewing that you are good at. Makeup, cleaning, and just like general handy stuff. Like I love fixing things. As far as cleaning and handy stuff, like as an example, I've fixed a refrigerator before, I've laid down tile, I've installed a toilet, I've painted countless rooms. I love that stuff. And then I just like a tidy area. It makes me feel very creative, and it helps motivate me, because if I'm in a messy room, I just get kind of overwhelmed, and like I just want to take a nap or something instead. So those are things that I have come to be really good at, I think. And then makeup. Between high school and a few years ago, I kind of was only sewing a little bit and doing a few projects a year, but that's because makeup and makeup artistry was like my main focus. I love color, I love putting looks together, and it's really just a different expression of the same thing for me, and I just still like it. I don't work in there anymore, and I don't really particularly like that industry as a career, but I still like putting eyelashes on and stuff, and I think I'm pretty okay at it, mostly. So, question 4. Do you cook? What meal or recipe are you most known for? people know me as not much of a cook. I am expert at reheating things like frozen, pre-made things. And I don't do a whole lot of cooking from scratch, but I do like meatloaf. That is like the one thing I can make that pleases me and my husband and my puppy. And everybody likes it and we all laugh. And yeah. So question 5, last question. The one sewing question. What is your favorite pattern ever and why? This pattern, ooh, I should have grabbed it. Oh well. I grabbed the pattern, but I didn't grab any examples of me making it, which was short-sighted, but oh well. So this is a pattern from 1974, and it is McCall's 3955. And this is my favorite pattern ever. This was my first vintage pattern I ever bought. I can't remember where I bought it though. I think it was at an estate sale. Yes, it was. I was with my mom that day. And I haven't made this pants or the jacket, but I have made the skirt of this, just like an A-line skirt, bias cut. It just flows beautifully. I've made it 4 times, I think. And then the waistband from this skirt, which you cannot see in the illustration, but there's a rectangular waistband. That is my base waistband as far as rectangular waistbands go. I use it all the time. And yeah, the actual skirt part I've done 4 times. Once in a red rayon challis, a couple different polyesters, and right now I have one cut out waiting to be done in velvet. Is that 4? No, that's 3. Anyway, whatever. So yeah. So that is my 5 questions, 1 take. And I think it went okay. I hope you learned a little bit more about me, and I had fun doing this. And the people I tag, I don't know if she's already done this, but I do frickin' love Hobbling Handmades. She is super duper cute, and she's one of my favorite people on YouTube. And if she hasn't done it, then you should do that for me and other people. Okay, thanks everybody. Bye.